We will start with pricing chapter today. Okay, pricing. What do you mean by the term pricing? What do you understand by pricing? A selling price. Correct only. This entire chapter is about how much our selling price is going to be. You tell me, you're starting a business. You tell me logically, you think and tell. Don't tell from an intellectual perspective or anything. Just tell from your perspective. If you're starting a business, how will you set the price of a product? You're starting a boutique or you're starting a food stall. You're starting a restaurant in some place. How will you set the price of a product? Based on cost, you'll set the product price up. How will you find variable cost for each and every product? Then you'll take the fixed cost. How will you find the price of a product? Will you technically find out how much? If you, for example, if you are a restaurant, we are trying to find the price of our burger. You'll find out the price of the bun. You'll find out the price of the patty you put inside. You'll find the price of the one slice of tomato you put inside. And then you'll add everything, and then you'll add profit margin, and then find out. How will you find out? Exactly. Initially, when we start a business, we will not have that much data for us to find the cost of every product. Now, can we find the slice of one tomato? Thing we can find. If you want, we can find the 1 kilo tomato cost, one tomato cost, that one slice cost we can find out. But technically, no one does that in their initial phases of business. First business, everyone what they do is, what are the competitors keeping, plus or minus 10 or 20 rupees, we'll add and we'll keep it as our cost. Like this, there are various ways in which we can keep our price. We can keep on base our competitors also. But sometimes we should take into account the customers also. Just because competitor is keeping 200 rupees, you can't keep 200 rupees because competitor is a 5-star restaurant. We are just a normal restaurant. So based on customer, how much the customer will be ready to pay. Based on that also we should keep in our mind. So all these factors we should keep in our mind in order to fix at the price. So we have 3 methods in order to find the price. Like what I told you, there are 3 methods in order to find the price. That we will do in the upcoming time. Before that, we will see some small theory in pricing chapter. Market. What do you mean by a market? Buyers and sellers. Give me some example of a market, no? Give me some example of a market. Any market. Stock market. This we are studying right from 11th standard. Perfect market, imperfect market. We are studying right from 11th standard. Correct only. Correct only. Give me an example of a market. What is a market? According to you, what is a market? Go and buy. What else? Buying and selling? Place where you buy and sell. Earlier, market was only a market. You see Tramway market, Coimbatore market, or any Bangalore market, or any market for that matter. 20-30 years back, that was the only place of market. But now everything is online. For example, if you are going to Nykaa and buying some products from Nykaa, that is also a market. You go to Amazon, that is also a market. You go to the respective Apple iPhones, that is how everything is a market. These days, everything is a market. So here, market is classified into 2. A perfect market and an imperfect market. Perfect market, you can also call it perfect competitive market. You think and tell what might be a perfect market. Perfect market, as the word suggests, it should be perfect. This is how a market should be. Whichever market attracts a huge crowd will be a perfect market. In Chennai, which market and all is a perfect market in Chennai? T Nagar market, okay. Correct, Mali. What other market? T Nagar market is correct. Coimbatore market, yes. Fish market. All these markets are actually perfect market. To know whether some market is a perfect market or not, we have 4 features which we have to cover. If these 4 features are satisfied, it means it's a perfect market. First, there should be 0 entry or exit barriers. That means, to be part of the market, there should be no restrictions. To quit from the market and go outside, there should be no restrictions. You tell me, with all these, whatever you told, Coimbatore market, T Nagar market, is it easy to go and start a shop there? Is it easy to go? Is it easy to go and start put a stall down, sell some beads in T Nagar market? Easy only. You can go give some. You can go give the police some amount or the councillor some amount. You can put a table in the middle of the road. You can sell some beads. Can you start a shop in Coimbatore market? Yes, you can take a shop on rent. You can sell vegetables. First satisfied. So what is the first feature it needs to satisfy? Zero entry or exit barriers. We'll write the exact same one. We'll not no entry also you can write same only, but we'll write as how much ever is possible. We'll try to do that. Zero entry or exit barriers. Second, perfect information. Perfect information means everyone in the market, whether someone who sells and someone who buys. We'll take all these examples. We'll take Coimbatore market for example. Everyone in the market knows information about price and quality. Coimbatore market is going. Whoever comes to buy vegetables from Coimbatore market, they know no. Apple is 150 rupees per kilo in Coimbatore market. Good quality means A grade quality means 180. B quality means 150. Like that, everyone in the market knows. What do we do with that, sir? As everyone in the market knows the price, no one can increase or decrease the price. No one can increase or decrease the price. Everyone, they are called as price takers. They can't set the price. Whatever the guy is setting only, we have to set. He should also set it at 200 rupees. I should also set it at 200 rupees. Understood? So everyone in the market will know information about the price and quality. Remember the Apple example. B quality apple 150, A quality apple 180. You can't change that. Second is perfect information. What do you write under perfect information? Instead of telling everyone, we will tell what are the two people. One is seller, buyers. Both sellers and buyers know information about price and quality. Both A quality, B quality. Both sellers and buyers know information about price and quality. This is what you have to write under perfect information. Third, every company that aims to maximize profit. Every company who's kept a shop there aims to maximize profit. How do you maximize profit in a shop like this? I am also selling for 200 rupees. He is also selling for 200 rupees. They are technically selling the same apple only. They will not sell different apples and all. One lorry will come from some place. From that, they will all take apples and they will start selling. What will he do in order to differentiate, or what can he do in order to sell his product? Lower price you can't do. Price will be at that price. You can't do anything. If you keep it lower, your profit will get affected. If you keep it more, no one will buy. How will you sell volume to customer? Huh? How will you do continuous sales? You can't do that. If you give one kg, if you give 2 kg, you will get a loss. Discount you can't give in this market, because correct price you have set. 5 rupees below, you will face a loss. Yeah, that's why if you go to Coimbatore market, wholesale market, they will not reduce even 1 rupee. 5 rupees above, no one buy from you. You are selling for 180, you are selling 185. Nah? They'll buy from 180 only. So what you can do to? No, here mostly everything will be same. Perfect market, everything will be same only. Yes, mostly what it is first, you should try to provide something extra. He's shouting, one person is shouting from that shop now. You appoint 2 people who can shout from your shop. Try to provide some extra service. Other than what is generally there, try to provide some extra service. Not extra product, not extra price, not less price. Try to provide some extra service. But there are other ways in which you can maximize profit. That concept we will see there. In next 20 minutes or 30 minutes, we will see that concept. How to maximize profit, we will see in the next 20 minutes, and then we will come here. Remind me that. In next 20 minutes, we will see some concept on how we are going to maximize profit. We will complete that and then we will come here. Understood? So, till now, what are the 3 features in order to be a perfect competitive market? There are exit barriers, perfect information, companies aim to maximize profit. Last one is homogeneous products. I told you no. Everyone sells the same apples only. There are different products. But the apple, no. There's no differentiation between the products. Everyone that sells the same apples only. Understood? Those are called as homogeneous products. Same apples, same people sell, same price they sell. Understood? These four factors are that it is meant a perfect competitive market. In perfect competitive market, they are price takers or price setters. Takers. That means whatever price he has kept, I have to take that and keep it in my shop. I can't set my price. I can't find the cost, and then I can't add profit, and I can't set the price. Whatever someone else keeps, I should just take and keep. Understood? Same applies for soaps also. Okay, that will come later. But understood here, everyone are price takers. What you have to remember is vegetable market. Remember that a lot. Understood? Now we are going to move into imperfect competitive market. Earlier we saw perfect competition or perfect competitive market. Now we are going to see imperfect competition and imperfect competitive market. We have 4 types of imperfect competition. Perfect competition only one business. Under imperfect we have 3 types. First one is monopoly. How much sellers will be there in the monopoly? 1. Monopoly. Why they call it monopoly is he handles the game of everyone. He handles everything. It's called a monopoly. One single person runs that business. No one else can go. Here, zero entry or exit barriers, or what is that? Entry and exit barrier is only that. You can't go inside only. Can you go inside and start next to central railway station? Can you start your railway station? Railways and all you can't start only. What is the reason? You have to put tracks in public property that government will not allow. You can start inside your factory, you can do whatever you want. You get a huge factory, inside the factory you can do whatever you want. But railway business, here you can't start only because no one has the space for it. So that is a monopoly market. Indian Railways is a monopoly market. The chips they produce for your phone, no? I think only one some manufacturer is there. I don't remember the name exactly. There's only one manufacturer for it. So some products till today there is monopoly in the market. Some products. So monopoly, exit and entry barriers are there. One seller is there. Is he a price taker or price seller? Setter. Only one seller. He can set whatever price he wants. Railway he can set at 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees because he is the only railway available. They are setting a low price because it's a government entity. But they are price setters. And so this is what you have to know about monopoly. Laptops you are getting. Huh? What OS do you have? Microsoft, Windows, some Windows. Everything is Microsoft. These are monopoly. For Apple, you have different things. But for this thing, Microsoft. Till today, there are few monopoly people in the market. Understood? That is called as monopoly. Only one seller. Next, we have something called as oligopoly. Oligopoly is something like monopoly. Oligopoly is something like monopoly. We will go in order. Monopoly is 1. Oligopoly is few. Monopolist we will see next, which is more. And perfect competition is huge. First, monopoly we saw. Now we are going to see oligopoly. Oligopoly means 5 or 6 sellers will be there in the market. Oligopoly means 5 or 6 sellers will be there in the market. They will rule the entire market. Can you give me an example of an oligopoly market? Only 5 or 6 sellers will be there in the market. They will rule the entire market, up to 5 or 6. Laptop huge came. HP, local brands are coming, Indian brands are coming, Chinese brands are there. Laptop huge brands are there. Electronics, anything for that matter will come under monopolist only. The electronics these days are huge brands, lot of brands. That he's leading major markets, so it will come under monopoly only. Oligopoly, 5 or 6 people will be there. For Windows only Microsoft is there, no? Apple is a totally different. And now very few started coming, but for now we will remember monopoly only. In 10 years down the line, there will be no monopoly. 10 years down the line, other than railways, there will not be monopoly in anything because everyone starting to produce everything. Until now, we thought WhatsApp was the only thing. Now WhatsApp substitute came. We thought Gmail was the only thing. Now Gmail substitute came. Like a lot of things will come. For now, we will see what is the situation. What under comes in oligopoly? Tell me. Huh? Airlines. Very few people are there in India. Air India. Within India, domestic airlines, what under are there? Air India is there. Indigo is there. What else is there? I don't know if it goes within India. But very few are there within India. So we can call them oligopoly. They can set whatever the, if they all decide, they should not do that. Around the world, if you take everything into consideration, it will not be oligopoly. But for the specific market, domestic market, it will be an oligopoly. And what the ultimate concept of oligopoly is, if they all come together, they can become a monopoly. That is what you have to remember about oligopoly. Oligopoly, the ultimate concept is, if they all come together, they can become monopoly. Because only very few sellers are there. 5 of them, they come together, talk together, and they can do. What else? Mobile network. Jio, VI, Airtel, BSNL. Literally only 4 we have. Fiber internet. Jio, Airtel, Hathway, ACT. Very few we have. So if they all think together now, they can increase the price. That is what they are doing in mobile data. They are talking and getting together and increasing by price by 20 rupees every year. But technically, government will not allow to do that after a certain extent because you have something called as Competition Commission of India. They will regulate the competition. They will make sure they don't do that. Just because you're an oligopoly, you can't set whatever price you want and all. The government will interfere and tell you to set a certain amount of price. That they will do. Understood? That is called as oligopoly. Few companies will dominate the market. Understood? Next, monopolist. Monopolist is not exactly monopoly. Monopoly means if you see same apple everyone selling. Monopolist, take the example of chips or soap. Take example of soap. They will sell similar products but not identical products. Hammam soap and Dove soap, both are 10 rupees, both are small soaps, both are soaps, both are entry level soaps. But they are similar, they are not identical. Whereas in monopoly, what we saw, every product they sold was identical, exactly the same. Perfect competition. In perfect competitive market, what we saw, every tomato they sold was the same. Here it's not like that. Similar soaps, but not same soaps. There is a difference between similar and same. So what you have to write in monopoly, very important what you have to write in monopoly is similar but not identical. Very important line you have to write in monopolist. Monopolist is similar but not identical. There are many producers and many consumers also. Here also you don't have control over the price. 10 rupees soap, if you give 15 rupees, who will buy? When there are soaps available 10 rupees, basic soaps, if you keep a 15 rupees, who will buy? Understood. Here also, they should accept the price what was given. Understood. These are the two things you have to know. First, you have two types of market. Listen to me. You have two types of market. Perfect competitive market, imperfect market. We call it imperfect competitive market. Perfect competitive market, we have only one thing. But 4 features we have. What are the 4 features? Zero entry or exit barriers. Perfect information. Everyone has the information. Company aims to maximize profit. Homogeneous products. Same products. Homogeneous products. Imperfect competitive market is classified into 3. Monopoly, oligopoly, monopolist. Monopoly, what and all we can write? One seller, price setter, out of the dominates the market. Second, oligopoly, what we can write? Few sellers. That don't write that. That's for you to remove. You can write that also, not a problem, but just for you to remember that they'll dominate the market and all of them. Okay, next thing, monopolist, what you can write? Similar but not identical. Very important. Next, many sellers, many consumers. Soaps. Many sellers, many consumers, and they are also price takers only. They don't have control over the price. This is what you have to know. Price set is monopoly. They can set whatever price they want.
Monopolistic only given price.
Where is it given?
There are many producers, price setters.
Or no? They might all come together and set the price, but there is no control over the market price. Look at the last point. But no business has control over the market price. We can need total control. Okay, we can talk like this. It's probably not a price taker. They can set their price, but they don't have everything under their control. If it's 10 rupees, they can set from 8 rupees to 12 rupees. That option they have. But in perfect competitor, they can't set that also. Here, if the soap is 10 rupees, they can set from 8 rupees to 12 rupees. But they don't have total control over the price. Understood? Like how an oligopoly and monopoly has, they don't have total control over the price. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, we are going to see 3 broad approaches to pricing. How we are going to set price of a product is what we are going to see here. We will see how we are going to set the price of a product is what we are going to see here. We have 3 steps, 3 types: demand based, cost based, marketing based. First, we will do one by one. First, we will see demand based approach. This you should all know. What do you mean by demand based pricing approach? Analyze. Demand based pricing approach. What do you mean by it? High demand, higher price. Start, do the ulta say. Tell ulta.
High demand, low price.
First tell price, then tell demand. Then you will get the right answer.
High and lower demand.
Exactly. Lower price, higher demand. Higher price, lower demand. This is what a general market will work like this only. Leave all those branded items, leave all those luxury items. That and all is secondary. That more price, more demand will come. But for products like general products, low price, more demand, high price, low demand. Tell me this. Suppose if I sell a chips for 10 rupees, I have 100 customers. If I keep it 11 rupees, I'll have 80 customers. If I set it at 12 rupees, I'll have 60 customers. If I set it to 13 rupees, I will have 40 customers. 14 rupees, I will have 20 customers. If I set it at 15 rupees, I will have no customers. 15 rupees is the price at which I will have no customers. After that, everything no customers. But the starting point of that is 15 rupees. At 15 rupees, I sell my chips packet, I will have no customers. That is called as A. Just remember this for now. We are going to see how we are going to find the price of the product. Based on demand, we are going to see how we are going to find the price of the product. For that, remember this alone. A is the point at which, or price at which, we will have no demand for our product. Understood? That is called as A. First, come to that graph which is given to you. We will go through that graph. What is the y-axis in this graph? X-axis? Highest price. What will be quantity demanded? 15. What is the quantity demanded? At 15, what is the quantity demanded? 0. Correct as Zara. At price, the quantity demanded is 0. As you keep on reducing our price, if you see, as the price keeps on reducing, the quantity demanded keeps on increasing. Understood? Do you understand the graph or not?
Yes.
Now we will move on to a small formula. With that formula, you will. Okay. Before proceeding to the formula, understand this graph now. Now, what is the point at which quantity demanded will be 0? A. A is the point at which the quantity demanded will be 0. Now, tell me this. In your features of perfect competitive market, what I told is the third point. Companies aim to maximize profit. In features of perfect competitive market, the third feature was companies aim to maximize profit. I told you when I come to this now. Now we will see when will a company's profit be maximum. An economist has told that a company's profit, listen very carefully. I will explain this, but listen to this first. a company's profit will be maximum when at the point where your marginal revenue will be equal to your marginal cost. To know this, first we have to know what is marginal revenue. At a point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, up to that point or at that point our company's profit will be maximum. I'll tell you what it means. Marginal revenue means the revenue you get from selling one additional product. I sold 10,000, I sold 100 units, I got 2,000 rupees. I sold 101 units, I got 2,020 rupees. What is my marginal revenue? 20. 100 units I got 2,000, 101 unit I got 2,020. By selling that one extra unit, I got 20 rupees extra. That extra revenue I get from selling one extra unit is called as marginal revenue. Same marginal cost. The extra cost which I incur when I am selling that extra one product is called as my marginal cost. They are selling. They are telling here, you can keep on reducing your price up to the point marginal revenue becomes equal to your marginal cost. Up to that point, you can keep on reducing the price. Understood? At that point, you will get the maximum profit. For example, if my marginal revenue is 10 rupees, marginal cost is 12 rupees, will you take that? No. From selling that additional unit, I am getting 20 rupees. By selling that additional unit, I am incurring 22 rupees. I am getting 20, I have to give 22 rupees. Now, I will not sell that additional unit only. So, you will sell products up to that extent where your marginal revenue will be equal to marginal cost. That is where you will have maximum profit. After that, your profit will reduce. Your profit will keep on increasing. As you reduce your price, and start selling more and more products, your profit will keep on increasing. But reduce your price only up to a certain extent where your marginal revenue equal to your marginal cost. More than if you keep on selling, your profit will start to reduce. So it will keep going like this. After a certain point, this peak point is where your marginal revenue will be equal to marginal cost. After this, your price will start to reduce. Now you tell me. Okay, first you'll see one graph, then I'll ask you one question. Come down. See this graph. See this graph. What I told you is profit graph, but see this graph. Marginal revenue is keeping on decreasing. Second graph. Marginal revenue is keeping on decreasing because we are reducing the selling price of a product. And it goes below, it goes like this. Marginal cost up to certain point like this, after a certain point keeps on increasing. So you're saying the optimum point is where the marginal revenue line intersects with your marginal cost line. That will be your optimum point. At that optimum point, how much units you are selling? 3 units. More than enough, sir. I don't want to sell 4 units and all. If I sell 4 units, you see my revenue is less than my cost line. My cost line is above my marginal revenue line. I will not do that. I will sell up to that optimum point where my marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. That is 3 units. So I will sell only 3 units. That is my optimum point. Understood? Understood. We will understand in more detail when we do this question. Come to this question now. Illustration number 2 is given to us. First, to find, you tell me before seeing the question, you tell me, to find the marginal revenue, do we need total revenue? Think and tell. To find the marginal revenue, with the example I gave you, to find that marginal revenue, do we need total revenue? The example I gave you, with that you tell. We need it. And we took the revenue of 2000 units and we took the revenue of 2002 units, 2001 units or whatever units. We took the total revenue only, no. So from now what you have to remember, to find marginal revenue you need total revenue. To find marginal cost also you need total cost. Understood? The exam they will give revenue for one product, that we will not take. They will take total revenue. You see in this example illustration number 2, first line is quantity, second line is price. So if you see, as the price keeps on decreasing, if we keep on decreasing the price, our quantity demand will keep on increasing. Correct or not? If we set it at 70, we will sell one product. If we set it at 60, we will sell 2 products. We will set it at 50, we sell 3 products. If we keep the price 40, we will sell 4 products. If we keep the price 30, we will sell 5 products. Now tell me, do we need this price or we total price? Total revenue. The next line is total revenue. Total revenue. First line if you see is 70 into 1. Second is 60 into 2. Third is 50 into 3. Fourth is 40 into 4. Fifth is 30 into 5. These are all different cases. Not the same case. First unit will sell at 70, second unit will sell at 60. Not like that. If you want to sell one unit, keep your price at 70. If you're aiming to sell 5 units, you have to keep a price 30 rupees for all your products. So, what you can analyze from this is the total revenue. If you sell 1 unit, the revenue will be 70, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units and 5 units. Understood all of you? Now tell me what will be marginal revenue? For unit 1, our marginal revenue is 70 only. Earlier was 0, now it is 70, marginal revenue is 70. For unit 2, 50. Earlier it was 70, now we are getting 120. The extra revenue we are getting by selling one extra unit is 50. Next marginal revenue is 30. Next marginal revenue is 10. Next marginal revenue is minus 10. Keep this. But what I told you, we have to keep our price in such a way that the marginal revenue, up to that extent where our marginal revenue is equal to our marginal cost. Up there you come down, before anything, you come down. Where's the table? Come down. Come to illustration number 3. Come nalla down. One table will be given to us. One table is given to us, huge table. We will do the table. One by one we will do. You can do it along with me. If you have a pencil, you can write in your book. If not, don't write. If not, don't write. Not required to write. You can write. Okay, take your notebooks and write. Okay, take your notebooks and write along with me. Take your notebooks, write along with me. But before that, write your price and demand. That column. Price and demand. Write fast. Take fast. How do you copy paste the first 2 columns? Copy paste the first 2 columns. That's sum. Which sum? Sure. My answer is given to us. Don't. Previous page. Take the previous page. Take the question. That is the answer. This is the question. Done. Okay, we'll proceed. Total revenue. Total revenue means total revenue by selling specific products. If we sell 1 unit, what is the total revenue? If we sell 1 unit, what is the total revenue? 50 into 1, 50. If we sell 2 units, 47 into 2. If we sell 3 units, 132. If we sell 4 units, 4 into 41, 164. If we sell 5 units, if we sell 6 units, how much? 210. If we sell 7 units, 7 into 32, 224. Exactly. 8 units, 2 32. 9 units, 2 34. These are the revenue you get. Now we'll find the marginal revenue. For first unit, for the first line, always marginal revenue will be whatever the total revenue is. Because previously you would have sold 0. Now we are selling 1. So first marginal revenue is 50. Second marginal revenue is 94 minus 50, that is 44. Third marginal revenue is 132 minus 94, that is 38. Third marginal revenue is 164 minus 132 is 32. Fourth is 26. Fifth is 6th is 7th is 8 only. What minus 8 only? 232 minus 224. So 234 minus 232, 2. This is the marginal revenue we got. At what point we will get maximum profit? Our marginal revenue is equal to our marginal cost. So for that, to find the marginal cost, we need total cost to know. Total cost is given above. Let's copy paste and write in the table. Above question is given, copy paste and write. 44, 56, 71, 85, 95, 110, 122, 135, 145. Understood all of you? Now marginal cost. Again, write marginal cost. First will always be 44. Copy paste. Second, 56 minus 44 will be. Don't use calculator for everything. Try to write on your own. 71 minus 56 is 15. Try to, even if it takes time, it's okay. Try to think and write. Then only your thinking capacity will improve. Next is 14. Next is 10. Next is 15. Next is 135 minus 122 is 13. Next is 10. Understood? Understood marginal revenue and marginal cost. Okay. Profit. How will you find profit? Generally, how will you find profit? Profit. Total revenue minus total cost. Total how much is sold minus total cost. First, we'll find profit. Leave everything. First, we'll find profit. How will you find profit? Total how much is sold minus total how much is cost. 50 minus 44 is 6. 94 minus 56 is 38. 132 minus 71. 71 is 164 minus 85 is 190 minus 95 is 210 minus 110 is 224 minus 122 is 232 minus 135 is 234 minus 145 is 89. First, tell me this. At any point, is my marginal revenue equal to my marginal cost? No. We can take the nearest number. We'll take the nearest number above or below. Look at me here. Listen. Marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. At that point, the profit will be maximum. If that point is not there, we'll take the nearest point. We will take marginal revenue is more than marginal cost. We'll take marginal revenue is less than marginal cost. So before, if marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost is there, the nearest number to that we will take. Here, what is the nearest number to that? 20 and 15, there is a huge difference. So take care. 14 and 12 is there. After that, it's going to 8 and 13. So 8 and 13 is the transition point. Before that is 14 and 12. So that point only our profit will be maximum. Is you see the table and tell is at that point are we getting the maximum profit? Are we getting the maximum profit at that point? 102. We are getting exactly at that point. If something was equal, if next line was 13 and 13, for example, if next line was 13 and 13, that will be the maximum profit. Here, as that is not there, the next below that we are taking. Next it is going less. Next line, if you see, it's going less. So below that it is 14 and 12. So that point will be our maximum profit. So we will maximize our profit when our marginal revenue equal to our marginal cost. At the point our marginal revenue equal to our marginal cost. So how many units you have to sell? At what price you have to set your product at? At 32. If you set your product price at 32 rupees, your quantity demanded will be 7 and you will get a profit of 102 rupees. That will be the maximum profit you will get. More than that, if you keep now, less profit. Both case less profit only you will get. Understood all of you? This is what we have to know from here. Nothing more is required. Now come above. Come to the algebraic approach. Come above. Understood? We saw that graph, no? Our marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost we are selling. The line on both of them are clashing. Understood? Yes or no? Now let us proceed. Okay, sir, what are we going to do with all this? How are we going to set our price? We are going to see. To set our price, we have a formula called as P is equal to A minus BQ. P is equal to A minus BQ. What is A? Yes. Marginal revenue. Marginal, you come to our table and see, marginal revenue will decrease only. You come to our table and see the question, see, marginal revenue will decrease only because the price is setting for the upcoming products is keeping on reducing. If the price keeps on reducing, the marginal revenue will definitely reduce only, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And where line where marginal cost and marginal revenue clashes, that point is our optimum point.
Here the marginal cost is same for few units.
And that is this graph.
Okay.
This is this graph. It can be anything. Marginal cost can be anything. That's not in our hands. Understood. But marginal revenue will be like this only. Marginal revenue will be like this only. It will keep on reducing because if you want to sell more and more units, we have to keep on reduce the price. If we reduce the price, the marginal revenue we get from the product is will keep on reducing. Understood. Now we will see a beautiful equation to find price. P is equal to A minus BQ. Look at me. P is equal to A minus BQ. What is the price formula? What is the price equation? Okay. P is equal to A minus BQ. P is equal to A minus BQ. What is A? The price or the point at which demanded will be 0. The maximum price, the top point we saw now. The top point where no one will buy any goods from us. Okay. A we know. P is the price of the product, the selling price. That's what we have to find out. Selling price, what we have to find out. A is the price at which quantity demanded will be 0. Q is quantity demanded. Q is quantity demanded. B is nothing but change in price divided by change in quantity. I'll tell you what it means. Change in price is, if you sell one extra unit, how much? What is the change in price? They'll give two prices in question. In question, they'll give two prices. If the price is 300 units, if the quantity is 300 units, if the price is 300 rupees, quantity demanded will be 1000 units. If the price is 330 rupees, quantity demanded will be 900 units. What is the change in price? 30. Change in price is 30. What is change in quantity? From 100 became 900. 100. So 30 divided by 100, your P is 30%, 0.3. Understood? P is equal to E. 100 became 1000, it became 900. 1000 it became 900. 1000 units, it became 900 units. Change in quantity is 100. Ignore signs. Change in quantity is 100 units. 30 divided by 100 is 0.3. That is P. What is P? That is what we have to find out. What is the price we have to set is what we have to find out. P is what is the price we have to set, we have to find out. A is price or point. Tell both. Price or point at which quantity demand will be equal to 0. What is A minus BQ? What is B? Change in price divided by change in quantity. In exam, if you get confused whether price should come first or quantity should come first, tell alphabets once. All of you repeat the alphabets. Tell alphabets. A, B, C, D. Tell fully. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. After P only Q is coming. So first the P, then Q. In exam, if you forget, remove this. Change in price divided by change in quantity. That is B. And Q is the quantity demanded. So what is price formula? P is equal to A minus BQ. A is the point or price at which demanded is 0. B is change in price divided by change in quantity. Q is quantity demanded. So with this null, if we have, we can find the price. Yes, you can find the price. If the null we have in the question, we can find the price. Sir, will this work out in real life? Can you find A in real life? We can find A. We can find A. To some extent, we can find A. Can you find Q? That also we can find. The problem is, we can't find B in real life. We can technically tell that if I increase the price by this much amount of quantity will exactly come down, we can't tell. We can't exactly tell that if we increase the price by 30 rupees, quantity demand will come by 100 rupees. Like that, we can't exactly tell. That is the reason this will not technically work in small, big business. They'll have huge data. Big business, they'll have huge data. For small businesses, you can use this formula and find out. But this is very important. So, what is price equation?
P is
Equal to A minus BQ. What is P? The price. That's what you have to find out. How much price to sell is what you have to find out. Is equal to A. What is A? Or point at which demanded is 0. What is minus B? Price divided by change in quantity. What is Q? Quantity demanded. Understood? Now, listen very carefully. When do we have the maximum profit? When do we have the maximum profit? Huh? We found out. We just studied. MR is equal to MC. We'll get the maximum profit when MR is equal to MC. They have found out another formula for MR. What is the formula for price?
A minus B.
A minus BQ, no. MR formula is nothing but A minus 2BQ. P formula is to find the price, we have to do A minus BQ. To find the marginal revenue, we have to use formula of A minus same formula. That A minus BQ, here it is A minus 2BQ. Understood all of you? Just remember these both. And price will be maximum at what point? MR is equal to MC. These three things you have to remember in order to do a question related to this. What are the three things you have to remember? Again, I will tell you. What is P? P is what? A minus BQ. All of you know what is A, what is B, what is Q? No. What is MR? A minus 2BQ. A minus 2 into BQ. And third one is you will get maximum profit when MR is equal to MC. These three you have to remember in order to do a question. Understood? We will do one question, you will understand everything clearly. Price elasticity of demand, leave it for now. I will teach you. To come down, come to one question we will do. Remember the three things now. Now, come to additional example. Okay, what is given in that? If you see, they are asking us to find the linear relationship between price and quantity demanded, and following details are given to us. That is, they want us to find the equation. They are not asking for price. They are not asking for quantity. They are asking for a linear relationship between price and quantity demand. That means they are asking us to find the equation P is equal to A minus BQ. They are asking us to find this equation. In that, they don't want us to ask. They are not asking you to find the price. They are not asking you to find the quantity. They are asking you to find A and B and substitute in the formula. So some A and some B we have to find out, substitute in the formula, and we'll get a formula of P is equal to A minus BQ. That is what we will get. Now, two random data is given to us. The selling price is 300. Our quantity demanded is 500. The selling price is 330. Our quantity demanded is 400. With this, can you find B? With this, can you find B? Okay, we will find B. What is B? B is equal to change in price divided by change in quantity. What is change in price? 30. What is change in quantity? Divided by 100. So B is 0.3. Just remember this for now. B is 0.3. Now we want to find A. Only find A. Is A given to us? Is A given to us? Anything you do, sign is not required. Sign is not required. You can ignore signs in this chapter. How much quantity is changing? By high or low or whatever. How much it is changing? 100. B 0.3. Now, how do you find A from this question? Exactly. Don't see the answer. What they substitute in the price? Why are you seeing the answer? Don't see the answer. Don't see the answer. See the question. See the question and analyze. Don't see the answer. Listen, what we can do is the like that. No, like that we can't find out. Like that also you can find out. What if it's 1000 units and 950 units? You can't keep doing it again and again. What we have to do is any of the two lines we will take. either 300, 500 or 330, 400, any of that we can take. If the price is 300, demanded, quantity demanded is 500. So substitute that in the equation. So P is 300, P is 300 is equal to A is what we have to minus B is 1.3 into Q is 500. For price of 300, Q will be 500. So A will be equal to 300 minus 0.3 into this is 150. 300 minus 150, A will be 150. So A is 150, B is 0.3. With this, can you find the price equation? What is the price equation? P is equal to 150 minus 0.3 into Q. P may be any selling price. Q might be any quantity. But we have to, listen to me, P might be any selling price. Q might be any quantity demanded. Now, what P we have to find out, what Q we have to find out, sir? We have to find the price at which we will get the maximum profit. We will have to find the price at which you will get the maximum. At which price we will get the maximum profit? We will get maximum profit when MR is equal to MC. Visualize. Don't look at the book. Whatever I'm telling you, visualize in your eyes. Visualize. What is MR? A minus 2BQ. A minus 2BQ. So A minus 2BQ is equal to MC. What is A? A is 150 minus 2 into what is B? 0.3 into what is Q? We don't know. Is equal to MC is marginal cost. What is marginal cost definition? Cost incurred to produce one extra unit. Marginal revenue is revenue getting from an extra unit. Marginal cost is cost incurred to produce one extra unit. Have they given in B? Have they given the marginal cost? Marginal cost, the variable cost, both are almost the same. Variable cost given to us. So A minus 2BQ is equal to, instead of MC you write 90.
Yes,
So 150 minus 2. Visualize. Don't see the book. Visualize. Then not thinking power will improve. Visualize. 150 minus 2 into 0.3 into Q is equal to 90. So 150 minus 0.6 into Q will be equal to 90. 0.6 Q will be equal to 150 minus 90, that is 60. Q will be equal to 60 divided by 0.6. 60 divided by 0.6, what you will get? What they got? It's some mistake we did. Calculation mistake we did. Earlier, A we found out no. A we found out wrongly. A is not 150, A is 450. Some calculation mistake we did. A is 450, not 150. Earlier when we found out some A mistake we did, A is 450. If you see that, some mistake we did somewhere. A is 450. If A is 450, then this will be 450 minus 90 is 360. 360 divided by 0.6 will be 600. Understood? So, what all we know now? What we know now? Listen to me. What we know now? A 450. B 0.3. Q 600. So, Q 600 units. If you sell 600 units, you will get maximum profit. You have to find the price for that. No. Substitute the price equation. P is equal to 450 minus 0.3 into 600. 0.3 into 600 will give you 180 minus 450 will give you 270. So if you keep a price at 270, you will be able to sell 600 units and you will get maximum profit. That's what they asked in the second one. That's what they've asked in the second one. Understood all of you? Yes or no? So first, what they asked, relationship. Then what you have to write? P is equal to A minus BQ you have to write. You have to find A and B and write that equation. That equation is the linear relationship between price and quantity. Second, they are asking us to find the price at which you will get the maximum profit or optimum price. Optimum price or maximum is MR is equal to MC. MR is equal to MC, find out the quantity. Once you find out the quantity, substitute and find out the price. Price is 270. Understood all of you? Selling price is 270. Output is quantity. Output is quantity demanded. Now, third, what they are asking, calculate the maximum contribution. They are asking about the maximum contribution. We found out at what units will get the maximum profit. What is contribution formula? Selling price minus variable cost. What is selling price? 270 is what we found out right now. At maximum selling price, we get maximum profit. 270 is the selling price. Minus what is variable cost? 90. So what is contribution? 180. How many units are we selling? Up to minus 600 units. 180 into 600 will give you 1,08,000. 1,08,000 will be your total contribution. Understand all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is how every question should be approached. You will again visualize, don't see the book, on how we should approach the question. First, what we have to find out?
Price and quantity.
First, linear relationship we have to find out. P is equal to A minus BQ. For that, what and now we have to find out? A and B. B we can easily find out with change. A, how will we find out? Take any of this thing and put P and put Q. We have B. With that, you find out A. And then find out the equation. P is equal to A minus BQ. Next, what we have to do? We know profit is maximum when MR is equal to MC. MR is what formula? A minus 2BQ is equal to MC or variable cost. A we have, minus 2 we have, B we have, Q we don't have. That's what we have to find out. Is equal to MC will be given in the question. Substitute that and what we have to find out? We have to find out the, in the equation what we will find out? Q. We will find out the quantity. Quantity substitute in the price equation. You will find out the price also. That's the maximum price. And then price minus variable cost will be the contribution per unit. Multiply the number of units, the quantity demanded or output. You will get the maximum. And this is the step in which this entire question should be approached. Understand all of you? Don't even see one bit of the answer. Try to do the answer without seeing the answer. And this time use the second equation. Instead of 300 and 500, try to use the 330 and 400 units. You will get the same answer only. There will be no change. Understand all of you? With this, we are done with today's class.